Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll take for their deceit. Rage is like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, hello. Yes, I am back. His eyes, when I closed that stream off, I said I was going to come back because those that are not into the astrology, that don't want to see me drawing and talking about numbers and stuff like that, they have that choice. And I wanted to have a different segment for it. You know what I mean? I wanted to review Candace talking to Dude, and then I want to show you guys what I'm seeing with the astrology today, tomorrow, and what I saw before Charlie was slain. So, thank you all for being here. I see my beautiful peoples. Thank you so much for being here, Jeff and Orbitraction, Witchy Mama, Lisa, his eyes. Thank you guys so much. Shauna is here again, running some errands, and she'll be back. I'm more all for this, duh, right? Right? She did a reading yesterday. Well, I was telling her about my findings, and I listened to it on the way home, and I was like, wow. Wow, she was sensing it. She was definitely sensing everything. I wanna see it all too. I wanna see it all. And it's like, there's so many players. There's so many players. And I know that the Epstein files were just released. I don't think that there's anything in it that is going to be like, whoa, nothing that we didn't already know. I'd like to know, is he really dead? Is he really dead? Somebody like that is so protected. Somebody like Ghislaine, she's so protected, but yet, yeah, I'm not buying it. I don't know. I think that they're all a bunch of crooks, and people can buy it, hook, get hooked, they can buy it or not, you know. So I'm going to start showing you guys all of the astrology. I'm about to share my screen, and hopefully my pen is going to work. Should have already gotten that done. Okay. Let me take off all this media. Let's go ahead and take that off. And let me pull up my pen because we are about to get into it. All right. So I don't know what time Charlie was born. I have put different time stamps for his birth. I don't know. So I can only work off of these non-movers. Okay. So like I'm talking about Vulcanus at a 1740. I'm talking about Kronos at a 2424. His Hades. Oh God, all that weight upon him with communications. That weight where he's been before in that Gemini. And I haven't worked on his map like I wish that I had so far. I just work on so much. But let me first pull this up with the transits right now. Right now. Let's go ahead and talk about the transits right now. Well, just have them running. Let's have it running. The clock is 4:27:04:05:06. Today is the new moon. The new moon in Sag, and it's not quite here just yet here in Tennessee. Not quite here just yet, but it's coming close. Coming close. So we've got, what do we have that's new? What do we have that's new in Sag? Well, we got the Epstein files. What's Sag? Sag is the courts. It's the justice, the Supreme Court, colleges. The sun is reflecting on the college. It's reflecting on the religion, right? And it's reflecting on any type of combustion or fire. That's what we are reflecting on. That's what we are communicating about with Mercury. That's where our values are. It's all about these relationships. And Mars is in Capricorn. Mars being in Capricorn is the public image. There is a lot of warring going on with the public image of the United States, of the government, period. Okay. Of the government, period. I can see that there's a wake up call that is coming in the future with FBI, possible videos with people that are in the FBI. And I want to show you that the lunar node of fate, the north node is in Pisces right now to 1248. The south node, where we've been before here at home with all this health, the health care, the health factor, all of that, 1248. So Let's take a look. I just saw Elon. I just saw, let's see, who else has that 440s, 447, 448, 449, Israel, Netanyahu, Vladimir, the world leaders. I can see all of them all in this chart. All right. And I can tell you one thing, we are coming into an intensity when it comes to the law and the United States of America. That is something that I'm going to be talking about. Promise you. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here. Going to stop it here. And we're going to look at Charlie with the transits right now because TP USA is doing a lot of chatter, doing a lot of talking, promoting everything about Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk's not there. Charlie Kirk is not there. So all of his hard work, everything that he put into his work is being, in my opinion, exploited. Everything that he did, that he stood for, and that he was going to be standing for before he was unalived, unless he's in, some kind of protective custody or something like that. I mean, he is not with us anymore. So this 1249 was just in transit. This non-mover, Sedna, where there's a letting go of values, of money. There's a letting go here. And it's about betrayal. It's about betrayal and money. And that, guys, was just faded while I was live earlier. There was a letting go with this betrayal. Sure enough. Charlie wars. There's a lot of warring that he has in his chart with Eris, the non-mover. This goes to the state of Tennessee and their connection, our connection in Tennessee with Cuba. Lots of warring with Charlie and his connection with Cuba. No matter what time he's born, he connects to Cuba. The Coca-Cola, right? The cocaine. Cuba, Colombia, the cartel. And that cartel goes beyond those two countries. It's all here. It's all about that money, honey. It's all about the values, the resources. And so we do have this fate that has just come in. We do have these 1740s that have just, we are learning a lot about Cuba. And we were even learning about family and home, values with his maternal line, the genealogy of his family. This is where it just really gets crazy for me. And don't worry, I mean, there's gonna be, Mars in Capricorn is coming over. It will be coming over all of this, where we're gonna learn some things about Charlie, about the government, about his father, perhaps, his lineage, the things that his father did for Trump, the Trump Tower. But there's gonna be a shakeup. There's gonna be a shakeup with groups within the government. We got a lot that we can tell that he is going to be going through, whether he is on the face of this earth or not. The dark moon has just went over his Pluto. The dark moon has just went over his Cupid, Mars, and Mercury. So I can see that connection with Cuba is something to think about, okay? There's a warring that he would have with Cuba. Let's look at that so I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's look at that. Charlie Kirk, Cuba. So here we go. This 1742 is where they rise. It's their ascendant. It's also their descendant. Let me just tell you, I want you to remember this 2911. This is their midheaven, and this is their IC. It's a 2911. The dark moon, before all this stuff that took place, went over that 2911. Sure did. Sure did. His physician is a 1642. I'm just taking note. Just taking note of some of these glyphs and the signs that they're in, the numbers that they're in, to get acquainted once again. I would say that this is going to be a 108. Let me go ahead and get that to his chart. I think it's a 108. Let's go ahead and get that there because the day that he was taken out, that 108, it's either a 108 or a 103. And I would say it's probably more than likely a 108 because there's a relationship that is working behind the scenes within the government that he was talking about. And it had something to do with Epstein, the crooks. Yeah, yeah. Now this more like it. Now this more like it. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're gonna see what I'm talking about too. You're gonna see what I'm talking about and why I'm like, yep. Because the United States has the 2411. Neptune in Aries was in an opposition with this relationship within the government. That's definitely it. Okay. So that's 7 a.m. Let's leave that at 7 a.m. Okay. Yep, I think I like this. I think I like this one a little bit better. So 7 a.m. Let's get that back. 7 a.m. to Charlie. I like that one better. Let's do. I think that's what it's going to be. And let me show you why I put that there and why I said, yeah, this the moon at a 707. That's Epstein. Let me show you why I said that. Let me show you why. The problem with Charlie is he knew too much. He was too big. He had the youth and he was going to expose it all. He was going to expose it all. And he was beginning to. He was a total threat. Total threat. This energy that Jeffrey Epstein has that transforms everybody in the public eye that he met, there it is right there, guys. It is a 707. So we are reflecting relationships, those that are hidden in that 12th house with Jeffrey Epstein. Did he come across anything else about Jeffrey? Did he come across anything else besides that? There's something with him that day, that fateful day with Trump, with Elon, with Ghislaine, and with Jeffrey Epstein, as well as Mexico and Israel. I immediately saw that the night before. Let me show you the United States chart so you can understand why this Jupiter, this 2411, it's about the law, it's about contracts within the government, it's about the donors. It's about the donors as well. Let me show you that. Let me show you the United States chart because we're going to be connecting, I promise. We're going to be connecting other things. I'm just getting you guys started. getting y'all eased into just playing the numbers game. And let me take me off so y'all can see it bigger. Let me take me off so y'all can see this bigger. All right. Oh, that's an ugly background. Let's put some red in that background. Okay. United States. Let's go up to the United States. I've been in the rabbit hole with this, guys. Been in the rabbit hole. There it is. So Charlie is on the left, United States is on the right. The 2411 that I'm talking to you about is the media. The media, Mercury at a 2411, 2411. And you're going to see this showing up more. That's why I wanted to show you this first. With the 2411, that is. So Mercury, it's about the media. It's about things that are hidden with the hidden sex. Epstein Island. Anything that is hidden, hidden taxes. This is about what he was finding out, that hidden money. That money, he was wanting to do an audit. He was wanting to do an audit. And that 2411 is connecting to the United States at a federal level. These are all federal degrees. If I see these in the, excuse me, if I see this, if I see any of these degrees in your chart, I'm going to go, okay, it's federal. There's a federal degree. And speaking of this degree, this 2948, here's 1, here's 12, here's 11. This is how the United States brings in money with Cuba. This 0047, that is Cuba. It's Cuba. There's other states too, like Ohio. It's about other people's money. It's about hidden sex, like with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Investigations, oil. It's definitely money. Money, money, money. Hidden money, though. It's hidden. It's hidden money. It's the cartel right here. That's us and our friends. The United States and our friends, that's who we are. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm getting hot over here. Taking off my sweatshirt. I don't get it twisted, guys. That 2948 is in the 11th house. It's in the 5th house with how we create with war, contracts, money, oil. Okay? All right. So that 2948 is where he is magnetized to. Charlie Kirk, so no matter what time he's born, his magnetism with his health is called in with a contract. And that contract is from the United States government. Okay? Okay. Y'all with me so far? You with me so far? The United States Jupiter is a 556. This 556 with Jupiter is not only with the United States, but it's with China. We have a contract with China. Okay. This 556 is also about a contract with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, China, and the United States have this 556. It's a federal number. It's a federal degree, and it has to do with not just contracts, but the law, the written law. The United States gets shaken up with this 855 with Uranus when it comes to our health, communications, money, because it's actually ruled by Taurus. So I'm pretty well versed with the United States chart. Okay. So if I'm reading you and I say, I see a federal number, that's why. It's just because you're connecting. There is a connection with you and the United States. It doesn't mean that you're going to be, off or nothing like that. It just means that there are things that you are connecting at a federal level with. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But for Charlie, it's a whole lot bigger. This is a bigger, it's a lot bigger. So we've got the 2948. We've got the 2411, which I'm very sure of. I would not even put it past this because this is so I'm pretty sure I've got his chart now pretty good. All right. Our physician is a 127. This is where we are calling in the physician to bring enlightenment to us with communications, with our everyday, with the Secret Service, so on and so forth. Okay. So let me go up here for a second because I'm going to show you the 2411 again in a chart. I just got to get to it again, see if I can remember which one it was. Let me see. Because there's one of these that I just pulled up. I'm going to get to it in just a second. There's Arizona, Puerto Rico, Kentucky, Colombia, Spain, Portugal. Where's it at? There's New Hampshire, Rhode Island. Where's it at? Maybe I didn't save it. Federal Aviation, North Carolina. Where was that? Got so much pulled up. Damn, where did it go? Hmm. Where did it go? Shit. It's not with Mark. I didn't think it was with the CIA. Just give me a second. Hold on. Was it Egypt? Speaking of Egypt, let's just talk about the day that Charlie was taken out. Let's talk about that. Let me get back to Charlie and the day that he was taken out. And I'm going to take you back into the 8th where that guy Mitch was talking on Candace and he was talking about seeing them because I felt the same way that there was stuff going on the day before. The day before, the 8th and the 9th. That's exactly things were going on, things were going down. You know what? It could be Syria. I don't remember. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back up here. Charlie. And they gave another time. When you Google it now, it gives you a timestamp of 12/23/30. I had 12/14/26. So I saw it 5 minutes before it actually happened. Okay, so Charlie and let's go ahead and let's do his chart first. Hold on. I'm all messed up here. Give me a second. Charlie Kirk. Shit. Charlie Kirk. Now the shot. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. This is very interesting because when you Google it now, it gives 12/23/30. That's the timestamp. The day before, don't worry, we're going to get there. Okay. Don't worry, we're getting there. But the day before that 5:56, was in transit with the physician Apollo, who was bringing enlightenment about other people's money. Okay. It was hidden. And that meeting that that man said that he saw was with the government, was with the military, high ranking military officials. And he is saying that Erica Kirk was there. Okay. So this timestamp is showing that, well, I'm going to show you Trump's chart. I'll get into all of that here in just a little bit. It was 6 days prior. I knew that it was 6 days prior that there was a devouring energy with Charlie about the contracts that he had. And that is why the audit, he wanted an audit. Okay. Because 6 days prior, about 6 days prior, he was devouring. He was devouring contracts, the written letter. He was devouring the energy of what was he going to do with the information that he found out. And it could be a hell of a lot more, guys, than what we are even being told. It could be a hell of a lot more. Hell of a lot more. Hold on just a second. All right. Sorry, I had to text April back. The only way that I can see that it's possible that this is his birth chart now, and looking at this is right here. There is an opposition with the things that are hidden with charity, with the donors. And there it is, Neptune at a 106. Actually, there is a divine justice here. And the 108 would have happened 2 days prior. There would have been a hidden meeting. Actually, the day before, there would have been a hidden meeting with his relationship. And it's hidden here. And can't nobody see it but those of us that are looking. And we can't prove it, but we know that something's off with his boo boo. We know that something is off here. But here's where it gets just crazy for me, okay? It's where it gets crazy for me. Let me bring in Egypt. Well, at first, let me bring in Erica Kirk, okay? Let me bring in Erica. Let me bring in Erica with this day. And then I'm going to start adding in different countries, different people, and you're going to see what I'm seeing. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. We're just playing the numbers game. This is connections. We're all making connections. I'm making a connection with you right now. Yeah. Yeah. So we've got some, we got some stuff to be talking about here. And it's serious. This is so serious. Don't know what time gal was born. Have no idea. No idea. But I do know that no matter what time she's born, her physician that brings enlightenment about her relationship, because I'm pretty sure that this is her chart. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I could be off a little bit. That Mars could be that 319. All right. Be careful on your way home, Jeff. Be careful. Okay. No matter what time this woman is born, this old gal, her physician that brings enlightenment is being opposed in the fifth house of kids and creativity and warring. There is a directed energy. Ceres is either directed energy for me or she is all about religion, all about religion. So religion is Ceres. I would be looking for a church if I'm looking for a person. And Ceres is also about the directed energy that you don't see. You can feel it, that directed type of energy. Yeah. So she definitely has that, that is showing up. And it's in the fifth house of kids. It's also about the way that we create. And I want you to see something. Remember that 127 in the United States chart? Let me go back. Let me show you. Because this 127 is being shaken up here in the seventh house of relationships and partnerships. That 127 is right here. It's about two people. It's about two, not one, but two people. Two. It's about the communications. There is something with like a weaponry that would be a technology. Okay. This would be technology. This is where they have gained enlightenment. Two people. We got two people and we've got some technology that everybody is trying to figure out what it is, how it happened. There it is. It's shaking it up. And there is two people that I'm holding responsible. Okay. And this would be innovative, very innovative type of technology that can deliver directed energy. We are rising at a 2043. Rising at a 2043. Let's see if Charlie has any 20 degrees, and he does. So it's rising at a 2043 and it quickly gets to that 2046 and it affects his health right there. Boom, bam, it happened just like that. It affected his health just like that. Just like that. I don't know why I keep pulling up Elon. So we're rising at a 2043. The values are a 2052 in Sagittarius. That's the pew pew right there. That's it going right there. And there's information in. We're getting information in. And of course, I'm going to put this on his map. I'm going to draw these two lines because they're important. I want to see where they're going, who it belongs to. We are reflecting at a critical degree with the moon in Aries. 1 second, 1 minute, and it's critical. It's critical with war. There's a war right there. Critical. I mean, no joke. This is some serious stuff going down. And we saw it, we saw it. But I'm not even done yet. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started to blow your mind. All this talk. Let me just say that here in the third house of communications with the government and the groups, the gang that is carrying this out, because there's a gang. I mean, we do have two people, but it's being carried out and rooted within a gang. And these gangs dress up in suits. They wear a lot of gold, beautiful necklaces, got the hair all cute, wearing the finest of clothes right here. Yeah, it's the gang. It's the gang. Erica is a part of that gang, in my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope she didn't have anything to do with this, but I'm really sketched out by looking at her connections with certain people in certain countries, like Egypt. Let's bring Egypt on. Let's bring Egypt in the mix with the day that Charlie was taken out. Let's go ahead and bring Egypt. Here we go. Here's Egypt. And they rise at a 2918. They rise at a 2918. And that's exactly where Saturn was in the fourth house of home during this event. The fourth house, Saturn. There's limits and obstacles with Egypt and the way that they take out with contracts. And I want you to remember that all of these degrees in the chart is going to tell a story about their connections with different people. With different people. The transformation with the United States is a 313, and that is where they bring warring to the states, lots of warring to our home. The connections that we have are pivotal to our everyday life, okay? So it's rising. We're rising at a 2918. That's where Saturn is. And so why is Egypt showing up? Why does Egypt show up? In fact, why is it that Egypt also connects to our US Marshals here of things of the past? Things of the past. All those 20 degrees, this 2043 that's we're rising with, this 2052 that's about the connections with our values and money and the courts and the overseas money. Well, all those 20s is going to be coming back to this 2057. You're going to see it. I've got a 2037 in Egypt's chart. It's got a 2057. So it's about the health, the enlightenment with the physician. It's about the communications with two people because there's Mercury again. It's about the communications, the hit with the gang, with the group. There's so much to see. I can't even go by each one of these degrees. I'm just saying. There's so much to see, and I want to show you so much more. So I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it moving. Let's look at Elon. Well, let's look at Doge. Let's look at the connection with that day with Doge and Charlie Kirk. That day that he was shot. Let's look at that. Doge. And of course, I've created this chart myself. Thank you very much. If there's not a chart, I'm going to create one. And I created on that day. This could probably be, we could probably go back to a 1614, but I don't think so. I like this one. This is actually showing up better for Donald Trump. But this is the company, right? This is the company. This is what he wanted an audit done. Wanted this audit done. What's interesting to me is the sun had just shined over these two. The sun at an 1817, the lunar nodes at an 1806 had already been, so the lunar nodes had already been at this 1815. The communications with the two people in the higher ranking government, or the two countries, even, okay? Part of the gang. The fate was already there. The sun had already shined. And there's a justice with Doge and Obama. There's a justice there. I would say that 2411 is probably more like it. Maybe, we could take the Doge chart just a little bit more to go to that relationship. That's a 2411 with Charlie, or perhaps his Jupiter is a 2410. I'm just saying. This is who is responsible. I've already done my due diligence, and I'm telling you, these people are all the same. They are all the same. And it's sad. It's so sad. Two days prior, there was a lot of transformation with the way that Doge creates in the public eye. And there's a lot of transformation. So let me tell you something. When she was meeting, if she was meeting those people the day before and the day before, this is what was transforming. Doge was being transformed that day, that meeting. And I think that there was Elon knew. He definitely knew. He had gotten the tip. Hey, we're supposed to be auditing. We're supposed to be auditing. 24, 23. I see the same, same o, same o. Same o, same o. We can even look at Elon. But let's wait. Let's wait. Before we look at Elon and Trump, let's look at Utah. What was going on with Utah the day that took place? Utah's going to be on the left. The event with Charlie's going to be on the right. Let's look at Utah. Let me show you that connection. Because Dan Bongino, he gets shaken up. The FBI, once Secret Service, now FBI, now he's retiring. He's just flip-flopping all the damn time. This dude has this 0044 in his chart in Scorpio at a 0044, and it's Uranus. It's about groups. It's about groups and how Utah brings in money that is secretive. Secretive. Yeah, let me know what you find out, Army Vet. Let me know what you find out. I'm interested for sure, as we all are, to find out if old gal was there. And I'm sure she was. I'm sure she was. So here we go. We are now looking at a major opposition with Utah. And what is happening is Utah, their government with this 2554, look at that. There it is. There it is. There is the 2554 series. Again, we're looking at directed energy that is hidden at the home in Utah. There's shit that's hidden with that 2554. And just wait until I show you guys that degree in Obama's chart. Because it just wants to keep showing up. And it's because of his ass. That's why. That's why. Him and his clan, and it's not just about Obama. It's just that Obama is a part of and is in leadership, and it has nothing to do with Republicans, liberals, conservatives. I mean, it has nothing to do with all that stupid shit. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with power. They are all together. They just keep us divided with it. They're all in the same boat, man. They're all in the same boat. Don't get it twisted. Okay? It wasn't, the sun was shining. The sun was shining right here with groups in the fourth house of home. The lunar nodes have just went over the groups at home. Utah, the communications, the foreign agents. This is the foreigners. This is the other countries. This is the foreign agents. And we've got Israel. We have Mexico. We have Netanyahu. I mean, and we got Trump all in one. All in one. All in one, y'all. Okay? Can't make it up, man. Can't make it up. And don't forget, okay, all in this chart, we got Egypt here. There's limits and obstacles. Limits and obstacles with Egypt. Tons of directed energy with Erica. And it's going against her kids. This is going against her kids. Right here. The physician right here with the seventh house of relationships with Utah. That 1531, well, all the weight of home. There was so much weight. It was weighing down. It was weighted down. And that weight was on the physician who evidently didn't save Charlie. Right? Right. Utah is coming back into transit, guys, and we're going to be talking about that. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute because the fate is coming over Utah with the two people, with the technology that was used. So anything that we're going to be hearing, we want to let our ears just go ahead and perk up. Let's listen. In late 2024, the base was involved in directed energy trials, drone swarm, defense exercises, intelligence, rotations. Charlie was shot on September 10th. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what the chart is showing because it ain't lying. I mean, they just, millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do. They know. That's the reason why I had to go through hurdles to try to find Jeannie Johnson's birthday. She isn't that good. And I mean, if I can find her birthday, then she wasn't that good at keeping that intelligence secret. No way. She wasn't able to do it. Got her. Okay, so we know that Doge, they're definitely in it. They're in it. The things that are going on, they are so connected to the FBI. This was a big problem. Big problem for Charlie. The people that he trusted in, he really couldn't trust. And I think he was starting to feel that, like he didn't know who he could trust. And he had a change of heart. And of course, that is what I call repentance. Let's go back. Let's go back to Utah. So this time stamp is showing that there is a major health issue going on with the public image in Virgo. We've been here before. We've been here before. Why? Because that's where the South Node is. Where's that south node? It's at the base. It's at the base. That south node, let me show you the south node and the sun. They're both shining here. They're both shining here at the Fort Huachuca, the Candlewood Suites where the dude was at. And said he saw Erica. It's right there. There's the south node. That's where the south node and the sun is shining. It's shining on places we've been, that they've been. Not Charlie, they. Those people that took him out. They've been here. They were here. They were here. Map ain't gonna lie. And not only that, let's take it down a little further. Let's actually take this down a little further. No, can't go down that way. Here's Cuba. There's Cuba. Federal prison camp in Texas. We're learning something. There's a lot of attention on the kid. A lot of things going on with other people's money that's hidden in that 8th house with money. There's Cuba. There's Cuba. We also have the Colombia. We also want to come down into Colombia, okay? We want to go into Guatemala, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama. Come down into Colombia. That good white stuff. Colombia and Cuba, right? This is where all the attention is going. All that attention is going here. And again, there's a square here with Jeannie Johnson, Miss Professor, and there's a square here, and it's going with the NSA, Fort Meade, Maryland. And Fort Meade, Maryland is in a semi-square here with Fort Huachuca. Interesting. Maryland and Arizona. Maryland and Arizona. Those are those 2 states. Utah definitely connects to Florida, like Miami, bringing in that good stuff, makes everybody money. All those rich white dudes. I mean, black dudes too, Hispanics, whatever. All those rich people throwing them parties, that high dollar white stuff. Or just, life is grand. They don't care about life. They don't care about us. Don't let them fool you. All that Epstein shit, Epstein files. Dude's probably still alive. He's probably chilling in Colombia. He's on a boat. They're just laughing at us, keeping us distracted and dumbed down. But that 214 that I was telling you about, the lowest point is with Pisces. It's with the charity. The charity, the 214. And that's exactly where Utah has their midheaven and their IC. And their lowest point is with all that warring that took place, that will continue to take place in Utah, maybe even tomorrow. There's a huge fate coming over Utah tomorrow. It's huge. I mean, it may not be huge, but it's going to be huge to me to watch it and see how it all unfolds, because I'm not done here. Not done. Hold on. I'm going to show you Charlie Kirk. And this is the online. I would say that it's probably more than likely correct. Probably correct. because of the way that his chart is showing up, all the warring that he has with the state of Tennessee and with Mexico. Jeffrey Epstein, the investigation with him, the investigation that brings a wake-up call, the investigation that brings a wake-up call at a 0049, no matter what time Charlie's born, damn it, he has the wisdom. He has the wisdom of it. He knows. He gets it. He understands. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Poseidon is wisdom. It's wisdom and it's in Scorpio. So it's about hidden sex. It's about other people's money. Shit that's hidden. The Epstein Island. And the connection that Epstein would have with the leaders, with the donors, with Cuba, Colombia, all of and the different states that are connecting to them too, that are bringing in money. They're gonna arrest them. What they wanna do is they wanna flood the streets with it. They wanna get everybody jacked up. Then they go in, they know where they've got them jacked up. Then they arrest them. Then they're bringing in money. It's a revolving door of power and money. They don't care about our health. They don't care about our kids, our youth. There's never been a war on drugs. Come on. It makes money. It's a money maker. It's a power grab. Don't get it twisted, guys. Don't get it twisted. That connection, no matter what time Charlie is born, is showing me that this investigation, because Palace at a 0049 in Aries, she's an investigator. She investigates the things that are hidden. No matter what time he's born, he connects to Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein gets slowed down with his groups, with the way that he brings in money with the government, even with our judges, with the justice system. They're in bed with him too, loving on him. It's so disgusting. Blech. But yeah, I mean, this is where this 2704 connects to the United States. It connects to that 2704 connects to the United States. Let me show you how. Where did it go? Where's the United States? Right here. 2704. There he is. His Saturn is what they find out. The lesson. He's in another country, guys. He's in another country. I swear I think he is. But that's the justice system. Here's the justice system. It's also about religion. It's about warring. It's about weaponry. Okay. It's about weaponry. It's about the trafficking too. It's about the trafficking. All right. So now that we have gotten that out of the way with the connection with Utah, with, let's see. Let me show you. Let me show you this one. Let me show you Obama. Actually, let's look. Yeah, let's look at Obama. Because this is where it's really coming in strong for me. Actually, let me show you when he got shot and Jeffrey Epstein's first before I forget. Okay, here we go. So we saw the natal. We saw the natal connection. We're looking at the actual unaliving here with Jeffrey. Hold on just a second. Let me check I've got to put my chickens up if Jeff doesn't get here pretty soon. Oh, it looks like he's almost here. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. What's interesting to me is when this took place, the connection with Jeffrey Epstein, because I want you to notice something. His midheaven is in 1817 in Virgo. That's where the sun is shining. Everything having to do with that unaliving, the sun is shining on Jeffrey, shining on him right there, just a shining. And the home of Jeffrey Epstein is right here, right next to Egypt, right next to Egypt. I think it's pretty interesting. And the dark moon is going to come to his sun pretty soon. The dark moon has already went over Jeannie Johnson. Like literally while I was doing my live earlier, it was going over her. You can see that Jeffrey Epstein is transformative with that 2234 with the United States and their 12th house and 6th house that I was showing you earlier with the United States. Right there, the 2234 is right here. He connects to the past where he was in jail. This is prisons and hospitals, things of the past, where all that hidden money is overseas. All that money that's overseas that connects to the United States and our health, where the physician was shaking things up with his health in Utah. There it is, right there, right there. Now let's look at Obama. Let's look at Obama. Actually, let's bring up Maxwell. I'm going to show you all the people that I was connecting with before all that took place the night before. Now, I do have her birth time. I do have her birth time. Sure do. So here she is on the left, and the unaliving with Charlie is going to be on the right. And we're going to look at this connection because Venus at a 1920 in Leo, it was just at the 1919. It went over pretty quickly at this time. And there was a reigniting of a flame. A lot of warring. That 1746. And I'm about to show you something. Remember that? Show you something. The 1746. Let me go back. It's just Lane. 1746. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh, I was thinking it was a 1746. It's a 1748 with Egypt. Okay. All right, we'll go back. That's 2 minutes and it's not a complete. So we're not going to focus on that. I do want to look at Arizona. I do want to look at Rhode Island because she connects. She is connecting to those places. She also connects with her Venus with the FBI. The FBI. Interesting. But it was that degree with Venus that was reigniting a flame of life, the reigniting of a flame of life. All the values are with her. Those values are with her. There was already a lot of energy, that 1408. There was a lot of energy already going to that 1408 because Astria out of 1436, when Erica was allegedly having that meeting, it was at the 408. So it had already come over the moon. So I'm not sure what in the hell they're trying to hide, why they needed to silence him so bad, other than everything that we know to be true up until now. Let's look at Elon. Let's look at Elon during this period of time. Let's find him. Where you at, Elon? Because it was his company. It was his company at the time that was going to do an audit. Somebody in his office or him, I don't know. Somebody was going to do it though. There's that 556 that I was telling you that he connects to the United States with their Jupiter in the 7th house. The United States has a dark moon in the 9th house. That dark moon is a 1928. And I promise you that's going to be coming. And it has to do with his satellites because what goes up must come down. What goes up must come down. You can see that once that 1919 left Ghislaine, then it hits Elon. There's the 1920. There's money, the money from the past. That money is right here with his company. And not only that, there was a lot of emotions that was going on with that 448, and it hits him at home. It hits him emotionally. He is highly connected to this event. And before that energy took place, before that directed energy would have taken place and got to Erica, it came to him first. It completely transformed him with his values, with money, with money. I look at all of them as if they are not, none of them are not on the up and up. The offshore money, the foreign agents, the 2052, there's his Mars at a 2053. All of this emotion that was going on with that 448 with Vulcanus and Leo in the 9th house of the higher learning, of the courts, the foreign agents, all of that. Flight, somebody flying a plane even in that 9th house. Well, 2 days prior, the flame of life had been called in, and it was opposing children. It was opposing publicity. He had a lot of challenges before this day happened, but it doesn't look like those challenges were all that hard, were all that difficult. So let's look at Israel. Let's look at Israel now. Actually, yeah, let's look at Israel. Israel's going to be on the left, and Charlie's unaliving is going to be on the right. Right here. So the day before, on the 9th, during that meeting, there is the values of Israel. You know, the one that we created in 1948. That one. That Israel. They Americanized Israel. Before Venus at a 1920 came to Ghislaine and Elon with their values, it was also coming to Israel's values that 1911. There's the relationship. There's a relationship right there with values, with charity, with money, with the audit, with the money. The 0050 that Ghislaine has, there it is. Those are with her values right there. God's will is being done with 2. Does that mean that her and her boo are actually there? Is she really in jail? Is he really dead? I don't know. I haven't seen him. I don't see pictures of him posing in jail. I don't hear anything about the cellmates, the cellies, I don't hear none of that. Don't hear about no jail calls, nothing. I don't know if y'all do. If you do, let me know, but I don't. Don't hear nothing about it. So this is Israel. It's Israel. And that 344 that you see up here that is teaching a lesson in the public eye, well, that's where they make their mark, here in the 3rd house of communications with that high-tech shit. That's it. There's the 344. There's that connection. Sure enough. Sure enough. There it is. Let's look at Netanyahu now, because we do have his chart. Let's look at Netanyahu. Pretty sure I've got him still pulled up. Let me see. There he is. So he's going to be on the left. Are y'all bored yet? Like, are y'all paying attention? Are y'all getting it? Are y'all understanding? You got any questions? Let me just stop for a second. Let me stop for a second. Y'all let me know. I'm going to wait. Fort Huachuca regularly hosts visits from U.S. senators and members of Congress because of its critical role in Army intelligence, cybersecurity, and drone operations. Lawmakers intervene often to protect funding, missions, and expansion at the base. Yeah, I believe that. Totally. Totally believe that. Absolutely. The Mars here, this is where there is a connection with the Venus of Erica Kirk. This 2642 in the 9th house, that's the connection with her and Netanyahu. A personal connection. This isn't Israel. This is a personal connection with him. With him. Personal connection. They have, or he has, a 2740. Let's look at that. I just saw that. Just saw that 2740 in somebody's chart. Did I see it? Or did I just see it? It's an investigator type of, that's my pattern for an investigator. Where did I just see that at? There it is. Right there. With that company, Doge. Okay, so Doge and Netanyahu, they are definitely connected. God's will is being done. There is a significant, that's significant, guys. That's definitely significant. Let me go back to Erica. Where's she at? Where'd she go? Where did she go? Shit. Where'd she go? I was just making sure she didn't have that. Not that I can tell. Not that I can tell. Okay. You just finished making Mexican food. That sounds great. Yummy. Okay, so y'all are following along just fine. Okay. Okay. No, you're fine. Don't be sorry. Nothing to be sorry for, babe. Oh, well, look at that. Okay, so there is a reigniting of a flame with, I knew I saw that. It's right now. So in the house of relationships, there is a reigniting of a flame with relationships and a business, government, authority. That 1756 is in transit right now with the things of the past with him and his everyday. Interesting. Okay. All right. Hmm. All right. He has a 458 in his chart that's already been shaken up. I'm trying to remember his stuff, man. I'm trying to remember his stuff. – 1933. God, that sounds so good. That Mexican food sounds so good. So Netanyahu, his midheaven is a 2217 in Virgo, and then his IC, the lowest point that he has at home, is a 2217 in Pisces. So that's exactly where Mars was just at with the government. The government, this is the Libra, this is the justice. And there's a lot of warring with it. Mars is not doing good in its opposite sign of Libra. Not doing good at all. But it's just made contact with that midheaven. And it has to do with health and charity. The donors. Those donors. So he makes his midheaven here. And that's exactly where that fort Hachuka is, or however you pronounce it. There's also, I can also see that there's going to be a divine justice here. There's going to be a reigniting of a flame with Pluto. I haven't put the chickens up yet. Thank you. That's coming. Let me show you what I think. And then I'm going to get to Obama because I think we need to look at Obama and Trump. Colombia, I think we need to look at some other people because I don't think that we're quite done with what really happened to Charlie that day and by who. Because it goes deep. It goes deep, and there's a lot of people involved that are protecting their assets, protecting their whatever reputation that they think that they've got. And just it's pathetic. It's really pathetic. First, though, I want to show you Netanyahu and Utah. Let's see if there's a connection there. I don't remember if there is, so we'll look at it again together. So Utah and Netanyahu. Netanyahu will be on the left. Let's look at this connection with Utah. With Utah. I wonder if did he just buy the state or what? Did he purchase it? Yeah, inquiring minds want to know, did he do it or not? He rises in Sag. They rise in Sag. No, that's not it. Let's look and see if I can find a match. Playing the numbers game here. Let me look. Hot, cold, hot, cold. Let's look. I know that Netanyahu, his relationship with China, it's right there. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Did I just see that? No, not yet. That's another that's another unaliving. That's right. 23, 27 should be. I don't remember if I found it or not. Don't remember. Seemed like it was right through here that I found it before. I'm not going to spend too much time looking at it, but I want to see it. 2336. Nope. There's a 2357, 2358. I mean, that's 1 minute off, but look at that. Mars is in an opposition with the directed energy. That is for sure. That would be the body, the vehicle, the vehicle, the vehicle, the vehicle. Hmm. I don't see it. If y'all do, let me know. But I'm not seeing it and I'm not gonna keep studying it. I'm pretty sure it's there. I'm just going over it so quick, I don't see it. Let's see. I don't see it. 618. I don't see it. 616. Me 59. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Let me show you what's happening though. This is where I'm concerned. This is where I'm concerned, and it's going to begin tonight because today is the new moon. Okay. Today is the new moon. It's actually here in Nashville. It hasn't hit just yet, but it's about to. It's about to. There is a relationship with the United States right now. Information that's coming in is critical. We're rising in Cancer. We are descending in Capricorn. And this is what I saw. Remember that wake up call that I was telling you that was coming with the FBI with groups? It could be about the Epstein files. Here is where we've got a lot of weight that just came over. This is where it's going to start beginning. And this Zeus is about to come into a 2609. This is big, guys. There's an opposition with Ohio. What else am I seeing? What else am I seeing? There's a lot of warring. There's a lot of things going on in California and in Rhode Island. Could be about the car, could be about a vehicle. There is divine justice that is coming over in the seventh house of relationships with Vladimir, the president of Russia. It's some type of justice that is coming with authority, with governments. Here is the directed energy. So there is a lot of directed energy. It's critical. It's critical with health at home. And this is those 1750s that Israel has. Some of these, other countries or what have you. But here's where it's going to get really intense. There's a lot of warring that's going on with the Secret Service. And I remember seeing that it's coming down. Okay. Right now, we have a transformation with Syria. There is a transformation of health with Syria. And what's going to happen, let me show you, is the directed energy at a 450. When it comes to that 455, we are not at war with Syria. I will be surprised. I will be totally surprised. And let me show you why. Let me get it to that chart. Let me show you. I will be showing you why. This is a big energy, guys, and it's about directed energy. It's a lot of warring here. Right here. By in the morning, right here. Because this is the warring of Syria. Syria has their Eris in Aries at a 455. 455. The dark moon in the 11th house is critical when it comes to Massachusetts, when it comes to Virginia with our military. And it's right here in the morning when major public image is going to be shown with an intensity in the United States of America. And then what's going to happen, because not only is there going to be major transformation and death, it would appear, but there's the 1919 with Ghislaine. The 1920 is going to come with Elon. Those 1920s that we just went over, that's showing up. I see a lot of things going on with Vladimir with Russia. He may not be approving with what we are about to do. But look at this. Look at this. The lunar nodes of fate are coming down in degree to that 1245 that Utah rises with. So as we are seeing all this intensity with Syria, I do wonder what is going to transpire in Utah tomorrow. Because we're going to go back to where we was. We're going back. The South Node is going back. By noon tomorrow, Nashville time, by noon tomorrow, the sun is going to be critical with religion. There is going to be a darkness, a major darkness at a 2959. Dark moon is going to be in the 8th house of death. There's going to be investigations that are going to oppose the FBI. It's going to be in an opposition with the FBI. So I think we're about to see some war, guys. Let me show you this. Because I've been talking about Syria and Yemen. I've been talking about Syria and Yemen for the last month. Whether you have picked it up or not, I have. Been talking about Syria and Yemen. Problems, major problems are going on this weekend. And it's only going to get more intense as we go through the night and into tomorrow. So what we have to do, what we have to do is we have to look at all these other players, right? So let's stop it here. Actually, we're not going to stop it here because look, remember, Netanyahu has a 458 in his chart and it's going to shake him up. It's going to shake him up. He's about to be shaken up right there. Let's see if it comes on in. There it is. Now we're getting into the 11th house. There it is. Shit. Let me go back. Oh my God. Let me go back and stop it there because this is the most important right here. I'm going to show you the 455 in Yemen's, I mean, in, there it is right there, right there, guys, right there. And the sun is going to be shining on Egypt. I don't know if they're going to have their plane come in and be like, hey guys, I don't know. But the sun is about to be shining at a critical degree and it's going to go back over all of these people's charts in these countries. Watch this. This is where whatever Netanyahu learns here is going to be transformative. He's going to be transformed with what he learns. And we've been here before. We've been here before. It's intense with health. And look at that. The dark moon is at a 0, 0. Is there going to be some shit go down at TP USA tomorrow? They're having their thing in Arizona. But this is hitting the ascendant of Utah. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm about to pull Arizona's chart too, but look, this is big. This big energy that we're seeing here tomorrow. And so by 3 o'clock Nashville time, this is some intense shit. Intense, man. Let's go back. Let me look at, hold on. Let me go back because I was seeing something. I was just seeing something. Where was that at? I was just seeing, was it with Utah or Charlie? Guys, this is going to be something having to do with Utah. What is happening in Utah tomorrow? What's happening in Utah tomorrow? We're going to have a parade. What's going on? What's happening in Utah tomorrow? So it looks like tomorrow in Utah features various activities: Craft Lake City Do-It-Yourself Festival, Midway Swiss Days, Moab Music Festival, Oktoberfest, and Oktoberfest in December. That's at 7:30. Candlelight, ballet, 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 holiday performance, Egyptian theater. Oh God. Well, here we go. What's going on in the Egyptian theater? Holiday spectacular and sing along. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. Okay, let's look at, we know what's going on in Arizona. So let me make sure that this isn't happening in Arizona, but first I want to show you Syria because there's a Syria and Yemen vibe. Syria and Yemen. Those are the two that I see. I mean, in South Africa eventually, but right now I'm seeing or I've been seeing that this is the day that I was waiting for, which is tomorrow, to see what it's going to be like, what is going to happen. Damn, where does Syria? Well, if I've got it, I'm going to pull it back up. Hold on. Let me pull it back up. Let me pull Syria back up because it's big. It's big, and you heard it here. You ain't hearing this shit nowhere else. Promise you that, honey. Promise you that. Syria. Actually, it's going to begin. It'll begin earlier than this, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so Syria, their public image Their public image is right here. And there is a Syrian theme that was going on during all of that shit that was going on with Charlie Kirk too. Okay? I promise. There's a lot of players involved, a lot of people, a lot of money in the pocketbook. And he was a threat, a major threat. So what we just saw, or what we are seeing, there is a lot of energy that is coming to that 11th house. The dark moon yesterday came right here. Major intensity when it came over them yesterday. But what we're seeing is a major transformation with war. But then Ceres is going to come and sit here tomorrow. And when it does in the morning, come and sit there, it's going to be a lot of warring, directed energy type of stuff. And the connection that are the values that are hidden with Elon, those values that show up when Charlie is assassinated, it's a 1920 and it's right there. It's right there. Never believe the narrative that they give you. There's a connection in our charts for a reason. That 2740 that Netanyahu has, that 2740, Syria has that as well. That's the directed energy with their health. With their health. This is big stuff. Big stuff that's coming. I just saw the 2027. God's will is being done. Now it's about things of the past. They're going into Syria. They're going into Syria. Our Secret Service is majorly connected to Syria. They're already there. We've got secret operations already in place there. I can promise you that. I already have secret operations. No doubt about it. We're already there. It's just when it's going to be announced and when it gets really heavy is going to be tonight into in the morning because there's going to be a lot of energy going forth, but there's something else, and that's going to have to do with Utah. With Utah. It's going to have to do with Egypt, going to have to do with Colombia, our Secret Service. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And so once the nodes leave Utah, then the south node is going to come here. It's going to come here to this physician, Apollo, in the third house of communications. And it's going to have everything to do with health. Everything to do with health. It's big. Big, big energy here. And if it doesn't happen on the land of Syria, oh yeah. If we wake up in the morning and ain't shit going down with Syria, then I would definitely look to Utah to see what other false flag that they got prepared. Because it's something. It's going to be something. It's going to be something. Something big. Because the United States, their vertex, that's an intense experience at home with things that are hidden, is a 2609. And I've seen death. I've seen death, guys, when Zeus comes to one of those degrees. And it's going to be coming with the government, with our military, and it could be on a base. And that's coming tomorrow. That's going to come tomorrow. Maybe they'll blame it on Syria. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, but it ain't good. This is going to be some intense shit right here. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Hey, Kylie. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining in. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Congrats. Congrats, babe. My honey bunny got him a good old bonus. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. We needed it because we need to do some last minute shopping. Okay, so we have in Indianapolis. Ooh, ooh. Okay. So what do we see here? Do y'all see anything else? Do you see anything else here? I don't see, me personally, I think that it's about to get really, really bad, really, really quick. And I don't know how it's going to work itself out. As much as I would say this is going to be a great weekend, I just don't see how. I just don't see how, as the dark moon is at a most critical degree. And then she's going to come, and that 00, guys, it could be about religion. I mean, it could be about war. I just saw something. Hold on. Where did I see that at? Was it when he got shot? Oh, God. I saw that 254 somewhere. God dang, man. I'm seeing too many numbers now. Was it with Egypt? Egypt, 1756. They received information. They received information with that 1756. They received information from Netanyahu. They're all in bed together, man. This is so disgusting. It truly is. We have no protection. We really don't. This is so disgusting. If I were to show y'all Obama and I start getting into all these connections, it is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. On September 8th, there is a Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia and the United States were holding the collective transit. So September 8th, when she says, "Oh," or when that dude says, "Oh, I got in on the 8th, I checked in, and then I went to get something to eat, and I saw a bunch of people and yada yada." Okay, that's why. Because there was a round table meeting there, and it had to do with Saudi Arabia. There's your Arabian, Shauna. You listening, Shauna? There's your Arabian right there, girl. There it is, Shauna. That's it. And it's showing that there is a critical, this is when it would have been critical with the government. And it would have been critical about the low point with what was in store for Charlie. Are you listening, Shauna? I'm gonna have to text that girl. There was a divine justice that came over her. And when I say her, I'm talking about Erica. It started here that morning, right there. And it had to do with her values. Her values. Okay? Her values with Doge, with her husband. And I'm telling you that because I know I've looked at these charts and there's Elon right there. There's Elon right here. The things that he is learning about the health of home. The the 2057, the 2048, all of that had already come over. There is Saudi Arabia, guys. There it is right there. There's the United States, the 556. There's the United States. It's their Jupiter. They're meeting. They're having a round table meeting. And Charlie Kirk wasn't invited. They've been here before. They have been here before at that fort, that base in Nevada. That base in Nevada. This is what we're seeing. And we're seeing a lot of warring about things of the past with the government officials. We sure are. It's sad. It really is. This is super sad to see that all these people that he would have trusted were actually against him. The people that he wanted to distance himself from plotted against him. Here is the Secret Service right here. God's will is being done with groups and the Secret Service, and there is Doge. There's Doge. There's Elon. Elon also connects to the United States. So there's Elon times two. He's not getting out of this. Not with me, anyway. Not with me. What's up, Jules? Good to see you, girl. It's been a minute. Good. Back. I'm glad you're back to work. I did see did you see the allergy? The allergy picture? What allergy? An allergy picture? I saw a picture. I sent it to Seth before it went viral. Yep, yep. And too bad too bad we don't oh, the alleged, yeah, yeah, I saw it. It was sent to me, I sent it to him, and then it went around and got to Dolly somehow. Maybe somebody posted it. Hell, I don't know. This was a plot. So the plot started on the 8th at 10 AM because look, there's the Secret Service right there. There they are. That's the Pluto. Their Pluto is in Taurus. It's about money, it's about resources. They're there. The Secret Service is there with groups right there. It's a big shakeup with the United States and groups, the groups about the enlightenment that's hidden with the death that is to come. And then on the 9th, he says he wakes up in the morning. Actually, let's go back because he doesn't get there until the evening. Okay, so he doesn't get there until the evening. I'd say about 5 o'clock, about 5 o'clock, something like that, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Now I'm in Nashville. I mean, I'm in Utah time, so I don't know. But that 2554, all that all that talk that involves all these states, all these players, including Obama, is right there. He's getting information, he's understanding and getting information, and look, it's rising with the government and is descending with the Jupiter. The Jupiter of the United States is a 556, the law. This is big. This is a big time period, and it's around 4 o'clock Nashville time. Obama's getting all kinds of information from the Secret Service. Yep, people that are still loyal to him. He gets inside information all the time, and he gives it. Hell, he could have been there for all I know. Just saying. And there's that 1411. There's that 1411 interested. Interesting. Interesting. Let me show you Obama. Let's just go ahead and get into his ass because let me look at Colombia too. Hold on. Where's Colombia? Colombia and Spain. Let me look at Spain. Do I have Spain up? Yeah. Yeah, we wanna look at Spain here. We wanna look at Spain because Spain is going to be showing up a lot more. We're gonna be seeing Spain more. So this energy that I'm seeing is with Spain. So there's a justice with the public image that's critical. That's critical. There's the 2554 once again. You see that 2554? This is their public image and it's hidden. Lot of lot of money. A lot of money right here. A lot of money. But there's information that is coming in. So I would imagine that there's an official of Spain, or it just so happens to be the connection. Because what's going to happen is after this little meeting later that evening, Jupiter is going to expand and they're going to learn about the flame of life that is to come to Charlie Kirk. It's coming. The moon is going to come over at a 2 degree in Aries. It's going to come over to their values and it's going to bring them a lot of disordered aggression, a lot of darkness, but they're in the know. Don't worry, they're in the know. They're even connected to New Hampshire. The things that just happened in New Hampshire and Rhode Island, they're connected there too. So is Obama. Don't get it twisted. So is Obama. In fact, let me show you Obama. Let me show you Obama because when I say Obama, you may not understand what I'm even, trying to explain here. But that 2554 that Spain has in their chart, Obama does too. So so does New Hampshire. Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie. If he's even deceased, I mean, hopefully he's in protective custody. I doubt that, but it kinda looked like, he was blown to pieces. But that 2554 that 2554 well, let me just start here. Well, shit. Let me go back. Go back. No, 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 no. The 2554 that is involved in Utah's chart. So Utah has the 2554. The event was showing up with the values with 2554. Spain is showing up with their 2554, and that connects to Obama's values on his outer wheel. And don't forget, the United States, that 12th house that they have with hidden enemies is exactly where Obama's Mars is in the 7th house of relationships and partnerships in Virgo. There is no doubt in my mind that this dude, Barack Obama, is a hitman. There's no doubt in my mind that he's a hitman. I think that they all play a role in the disgusting things that are going on in the world every day. They're blaming it on this one, blaming it on that one, but it's really them. It's really them in disguise. I promise. Jen, love note. U.S. launches war on Syria. Let me look at that. I told you, man. Telling you, telling you, girl. Telling you. U.S. strikes ISIS targets in Syria. 2 soldiers are in Oh, against ISIS in Syria. I mean, why don't they just say, stop with the ISIS stupid shit? We got ISIS, we got Al Qaeda. Come on. Jesus Christ, man. Syria without Assad is lighter, but now there are two problems. That's 2 weeks ago. Effort to eliminate 2 hours ago. U.S. launches major strikes on ISIS targets. Yep, it's going to get worse. This has only just begun. This has only just begun. Earlier today, U.S. forces. Let's look at Pete Hegseth. Hawkeye strike in Syria to eliminate infrastructure and weapon sites. Okay. This is not the beginning of a war. Oh, is it not? It's not the beginning of a war? Okay. It's a declaration of vengeance. Wow. Okay. The United States of America, under President Trump's leadership, will never hesitate and never relent to defend our people. As we said directly following the savage attack, if you target Americans anywhere, you will spend the rest of your brief, anxious life knowing that the United States will hunt you, find you, and ruthlessly kill you. Today, we hunted and killed our enemies, lots of them, and we will continue. Wow. Oh, God. God. And that's that. And I'm telling you, it's about to get really, really bad. It's about to get really bad. It hasn't even really they haven't really been toppled with directed energy just yet. But by the morning, I think we're gonna see a major I don't know, guys. It's almost like, what if they are going to let's look at that. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get into let me look at the news. Hold on. Let me look at the news here and bring it up. Screen sharing was canceled. Yes, it was. Let me look at it. Let's see. I'm looking for something. Let's look at the Associated Press. See what they No, they got something else on. Dang, the major news channels aren't covering it. Who did you see to see? Yeah, I don't trust our government at all. At all. Okay, hold on. I don't want to hear him. Okay, let me show him. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
But we have a statement from the president. I think we can. I'm just going to double check the situation in North Carolina. Do we have the? I think it's going to get updated.
North Carolina.
What is going on? And let's go to the White House while we sort out the situation with North Carolina. We're just waiting for the president, essentially.
Is there something else in North Carolina that I don't know about?
We have a statement from the president saying, because of ISIS's vicious killing of brave American patriots in Syria, whose beautiful
souls are welcomed home to American soil earlier this week in a very dignified ceremony, I'm hereby announcing that the United States is inflicting very serious retaliation, just as I promised on the murderous terrorists responsible. We are striking very strongly against ISIS strongholds in Syria, a place soaked in blood, which has many problems, but one that has a bright future if ISIS can be eradicated. The government of Syria, led by a man who is working very hard to bring greatness back to Syria and is fully in support. Oh, is he? Yeah, of course he is, because y'all are all tied together, dude. Y'all are all just hanging out, sipping tea, while all the people there'll be more military people besides 3 get killed. This is not good. You will be hit harder than you have ever been hit before if you in any way attack or threaten the USA. Wow. Okay. Just let's create more wars. Let's do it. There were 3 other Iowa National Guard members injured in the attack. Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of injuries here. No doubt. No doubt.
Souls I welcomed home to American soil earlier this week. In a very dignified ceremony, I am hereby announcing that the United States is inflicting very serious retaliation, just as I promised, on the murderous terrorists responsible. We are striking very strongly against ISIS strongholds in Syria, a place soaked in blood, which has many problems, but one that has a bright future if ISIS.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you what. You heard it first here. It's in the transits. There's nothing that is not happening that is not been foreseen when Syria was created, when they were actually created. And I'm looking to see if I've got ISIS chart. Let me see if I've created one for ISIS. Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to think of what ISIS name is, what that ISIS stands for. Is there anything about Yemen in the news? Syria. Okay, so Syria isn't really a huge problem because if you were just looking at the charts with me, you can see the connections with Syria. And who is ISIS? Who created them? Who created them? Who gave them weapons? Who organized them? Who organizes these terrorist groups that they call terrorist groups in the United States? They do. Do we really think a dude was jealous and went and shot up a university and then went and killed the professor, the director? No, it's what the director was working on. It's what he was working on. You can't have things like that come to the world. That threatens a lot of a lot of jobs, a lot of security with those jobs. It's like, what in the hell? Yeah, the government gives them everything they want.
The government of Syria.
And I mean, Jules, I understand where you're coming from because you're a vet. I mean, you're
One of the problems for Al-Jilani is that a lot of these.
So I understand where you're coming from for sure. Yeah, before the
guys who are
Gulf War.
attacking both the Americans and the Syrian government, they've been trained by Al-Jilani, and it might backfire because this could lead into a wide-scale, a large-scale attack on the Damascus regime. But obviously, the US is there to not necessarily get involved with that because that's Syrians' problem, but the US.
Well, I mean, what I understood from the people that were in Iraq, they were in Iraq before 9/11. So before 9/11 happened, they were there. They were already there. Our military were already there. They were already there before 9/11. They train these people. They train these people. It's almost like what I said when I said, what happens is that what is happening, they bring the drugs in, they'll bring them in, like say, Colombia, Cuba, Virgin Islands, whatever, wherever they're coming from, whatever it is, opium, whatever. They'll bring them in, they distribute them on the streets, they get people messed up from the flow up, then they go and they take them and they jail them in order to bring in revenue. And so it's just like when we go and take over countries. When we came here to the United States, we brought a lot of sickness. We gave them blankets. We said, "Oh, poor babies. Here you go. Here's some blankets. Here's some food." They die because of what we gave them on the blankets and in the food. And we take over their home. We take over their land. And we cannot trust people like that. We just can't. We cannot trust them. You know what I mean? I don't trust them. And what I've always asked the military is pretty simple. Will you, at the end of the day, will you actually protect me, or are you going to protect them? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's definitely the Sag moon, girl. Here's the new moon. Here's the new moon. And what's going to happen? It's going to be even more intense. So, this is the intensity. Okay. This is the intensity that is starting with Zeus. But what we're going to see is we are going to see it possibly backfire on our military. There's something going to be happening even more tomorrow. It's going to go back to Utah. Why can't I see Kiki in the chat? Everybody's saying hi to her, but I don't see her. And I've got it all on. What the hell? Get into his ass chin. I don't see her, guys. Where'd she go? Why don't I see her? Jules says she can't see her either. Exactly, and that's what they told me, Jules. They said that they took an oath to protect me. Because if it all goes south, I want to know that these people are going to be on my side, not on the crooked side, but my side. And you know, all the people that I talked to that came back with no limbs and everything else, they said they wish that they had never signed up. They had no clue. They were stupid. They were just goofy. They were juvenile. They didn't understand what they were really getting themselves into. You don't see her either? Okay, I don't know. Kylie says I do. Oh, I don't. Okay, gotcha. Okay, okay. She must not be in here then. Let's see what's going on. See if there's anything else going on. So he's just talking. He's just talking for right now, and we'll come back. We could come back to that, but I want to now move it on and come back to where I was before because this is some serious stuff that we're going through right now. Okay, this is some serious stuff. Serious stuff right here. Hold on. What are you sending me, Shauna? Yeah, that's not sustainable. Cryptocurrency is not going to be sustainable. Hold on. Okay. I want to show you my screen again. I want to go back to it too because this is y'all just saw it, okay? So we're going to go into this a little bit deeper here. Now that it's actually happening, we're going to go into this a little deeper because the United States, okay, when it comes to let's pull Syria back up. And it's pretty sad that their Syrian president is just like, "Hey, come on, just tear it all up. We don't care. Tear it up. Tear it up, honey. Let's do it to it. Let's get this because now it's really okay." Oh man, oh man. Where's Jeffrey? Where's Jeffrey Epstein? Because isn't he in the yeah, yep, yep. the dark moon is coming over his sun in the second house. I'm looking at it a little bit more, just making sure I'm getting myself, making sure, because I always wonder where the hell is he? Because I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's dead, but he could be. Okay. Charlie Kirk, 1249. Okay, that's already went over him. All right. So Syria, we're going to do Syria on the left, and then I want to do the current transits on the right, because like I said, this is going to get really bad tomorrow, but it's already very intense, already really intense. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now we're there. Okay. Now we're there. It's beginning. Yes, it's beginning. Okay. Let me show you what I mean by that first. It's now beginning. Okay. Here we go. Because it wasn't just a few minutes ago or a little bit ago when I showed you the transits. Now it is. Now it is, guys. And this is what it looks like. Okay. This class kids, come on. I'm telling you, this is it. This is what I was seeing for today. This is what I was seeing for today. And you can go back and you can listen to me say, I wonder if we're going to get into Syria, because this is what's happening. There is an intensity with the values with the United States, that 1604, 1604, 1604. This has to do with money, our values with government and authority. This has to do with death and things that are hidden with the investigations and other people's money, other people's resources. Okay. This 2609, I've seen this with a lot of death, and it is coming to give the United States a lot of intensity at home. Is there going to be a some type of retaliation here in the United States? Are there sleeper cells? What is happening? Because I say that because the Secret Service is right here, and they have a lot of warring that is going on. Lots and lots of warring. Let me take that off. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Take off that banner. They got a lot of warring. Lots and lots of warring going on. Right here. Syria, United States. But the directed energy hasn't gotten there just yet. It's coming, though. It's coming. By in the morning, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And if it's not, I would be extremely surprised. I would actually be extremely surprised that there is something that is going to come here with us. I do. I'm concerned about that. Very concerned. Very concerned. Because this isn't just going to affect Syrians. It's going to affect us as a whole. And like I said, Utah is going to be holding the fate. The fate will be with Utah tomorrow. And the war will be with Syria. That's what I see right there. Let's see where Jupiter is. Jupiter is at a 2249. A 2249, and it's about things of the past. It's about things of the past. There is a justice here with Vladimir in the 6th house of health. There's Rhode Island. There is California right there. Let me see what else, who else is playing. I can see that there is going to be a lot of things happening with Tennessee. Communications and media are going to be surrounded with Obama. Golly, man. This seems really, really intense. So much so that I don't even know, like, who should we be looking at. And see, I've got a 222 in my chart, and that is where I'm transforming with groups today. And it's about things of the past, things I've already seen are coming, and that's why I knew when I played the tape through that they would be going to war either tonight or tomorrow, while that Pluto was transforming me with groups for the future with astrology. So, and it could have to do with the future, and that's what gets me, but look at me, I'm a little channel. I don't think anybody's worried about me. So, yeah. Let's look at this. Let's look at Syria. Let's go back and let's look at Syria here with the transits. Now that y'all have seen that Zeus is on it. Zeus is the magnetism with the law, with relationships, with balance, with justice. And there's an intensity that has taken place. I just hope that as this 24-hour transit, because this will not let off of us until tomorrow night. But this is not going to be just over and done with. This is going to last for at least a few days. At least a few days. At least. I think that there is going to be a wake-up call. I definitely think that there's going to be a wake-up call with us and groups and gangs, people that are already here. And I say that because the information that is going to come in with groups is going to be investigation worthy. This is not good. This is not good at all. And not only that, we've got a justice and a flame of life in Capricorn here, the flame of life and the justice with Astrea and Vesta. And that is exactly where God's will is with Vulcan, and it's going to be in opposition. It's going to be in opposition with our values. Our values are going to be opposed at home. This is bad. This is bad. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, yeah, I called this. Ain't no doubt about it. I'm only getting better. I'm only getting better at calling it. I'll hesitate. I'll say I don't know, but I mean, I was pretty damn sure because when you see that 455 and the 455 and it has to do with their warring, it's right here. I mean, and it's with their public image too. This is going public. Going public. But the Syrian government, they were already forewarned. They were already told. When that dark moon yesterday hit that, they were already forewarned. They knew. They know it's coming. They knew it was coming. They knew it. Trump told them. There it is. Trump's got a 2113. They have great relations. Don't get it twisted. They're constantly receiving information from the FBI. No doubt about it. Syria has got a relationship with their FBI and with the Secret Service right there in the 11th house groups. Hell, they even have a relationship with Elon. I mean, they're probably out to dinner right now. It's sad. Sad, sad, sad. It's going to be a lot of disordered aggression, a lot of darkness when it comes to the state of Tennessee. What is happening in Tennessee, guys? Look, this is a critical weekend, okay? And not only are we seeing a critical dark moon during this new moon, because the new moon for me here in Tennessee, it still hasn't even gotten here yet. You see, the moon is a 2822. I mean, the sun is a 2822. The moon is a 2755. They haven't came to the same exact degree just yet. But New Hampshire, California. What's going on in California right now, guys? What's going on in California? What's going on in Alabama? There's a flame of life with Sebastian Rogers right now. There's going to be some things that he learns. There's going to be some justice with some things that he learns about school or about attention, about the public attention, or that we learn. Yeah, the Chronicles of Jen. I'm in awe too. I seriously am. I'm seriously in awe too. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Ohio. Seeing Ohio, there's so much. Guys, and I really hope that people are maintaining themselves. As you know, there's a lot of weekend shopping going on. There's a lot of there's a lot of people in groups right now. This is not a good weekend, but it is one that has already been foreseen. It's already been foreseen. And I can't fix, manage, control it, but dang it. There's a lot of darkness, and I say it with Tennessee, but let me oh, man. Let's look at Syria on the map. Let's look at Syria on the map with United States. Let's take this one off. Let's look at the United States and Syria. I think I've already shown you guys this when I was talking about Syria last time, but you probably don't remember. I show so many, I talk about so much stuff. It's hard to keep up. Hard to keep up. There it is. This is where we gain the Venus conjunct the equatorial descendant in the 7th house of relationships. So this is the 7th house. This is Cancerian. This is going to shake China up. It's going to shake China up tomorrow. China's going to be shaken up. Israel's going to be shaken up. This is going over Portugal. It's going over Spain. And it's going into Syria. Let's go down and look at it. There it is. The money and relationships, money, values, resources in Syria. Do you see that this isn't a warring energy for us? This isn't a war. This isn't a war because we lost a few people. No, man. No, no, no. No, this is all about that money, honey. This is where our values are. And the 7th house of relationships in Cancer, that 306 that the United States has with Venus. Take note. We're going over Cyprus. There's Malta, Algiers, Portugal, Spain. So when I pulled up Portugal and Spain, shoot, when I pulled them up, I realized that that professor, that director that was studying and teaching and knew all about nuclear fusion, whatever he was going to release, whatever he knew, he had to be silenced. He had to be silenced. This is where our Venus is. This is where our values are. In Spain and in Portugal, in Syria. That's where our values are, especially when it has to do with fusion. And look at that. Where else is our values going? It's going into New Jersey, Tom's River, Berkeley Township, Berkeley. Okay. That Venus, guys. Let's look at it. That Venus is going to square up with Cuba. It's going to square up with Cuba. So Cuba, let's look at Cuba for a second because something's up with Cuba. Let's look at the transits right now with Cuba. This is where Cuba's relationship and Vladimir, the president of Russia, this is where they connect. They connect with their values, okay? And what we're going to see is we're going to see a lot of disordered aggression, a lot of darkness when it comes to Cuba. Things that they don't see. There's two things that they don't see. What do they not see with Cuba? What are they not seeing? There's a lot of disordered aggression there. And it's coming tonight. And momentarily, actually. Momentarily, it's coming. It's coming. Because that dark moon is at a 2954. And when it comes to, and it makes contact with that degree, it's going to bring a lot of darkness there. I don't know why. They've already learned something, and it could be about the communications period, about what the United States is doing. Because they did just have what they heard weighed them down. Whatever they heard weighed them down. The Secret Service is definitely involved with Cuba. The Secret Service has that 2440, and the information that is coming in is warring. There's a lot of warring that's going on with Cuba and the relationships with the United States. And what I can tell you is that their connections with the Pope, with the Vatican, there is a lot of players involved with all of this. Power. And when they get pissed off, things happen. So I'm not sure that we don't have any cells that are here already in the United States just waiting. And those cells, maybe it's not from other countries, maybe it's our own people. Maybe it's our own military, secrets, the Secret Service, the CIA, people like that. This is big. Big stuff, man. Big stuff. And it looks like that Venus is about to come to the exact degree the same exact degree as our Mercury. So there's going to be there must be a pressure. Is there a pressure coming? Let's look at Pete. Let's look at Pete. Is he about to do a presser? Where's he at? The Department of Defense, Pete Hegseth. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with him right now. How's his energy looking now that he is okay? There it is. Palace has just come and shaken things up with his Pluto, his public image here in the 10th house, where he's talking about death, isn't he? Happy about it, ain't he? I have screenshots that night before it happened, one of the wildest nights of learning, literally seeing it come to fruition the very next day. Are you talking about Charlie Kirk? Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Okay, so it looks like the South Node is at it's at a 1248 right now, but he's already faded with this warring. There's a lot of warring. There's the 2411, so there's going to be a oppressor, and it's going to be with him. Definitely going to be with him. Okay, so there's a oppressor. Do y'all see it out yet? Let me look at it. Let me see. If there is, I'm going to have to stop. Let's see. There's about to be a oppressor, guys. Let's see. Okay, so it's not. Okay. Let's look. No, it's about Texas. Where's the Associated Press? That's not it. No. All-American Christmas tree. No. Looks like there's going to be a oppressor, and it looks like it could come in just a little bit. Just a little bit. See what's going on in California. Let me make sure that we don't have anything else going on. I always look for California right there first. Mars is at their moon degree. Their moon in the 12th house. So things of the past, other people's money, pandemic. Okay. No. A new wildfire. Okay, that could be it. That could be it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. We will see. $29.08. 26. I'm just looking at his chart real quick, just trying to get my head wrapped around his chart. The lowest point that he has is 443. 1927. 28, 457. Okay. How he brings in money through other people's resources. That 457 is going to hit him tomorrow with his desires. Those desires. The justice, that's when he put out that post when Hygeia at a 117, when she came to this degree, that's when he put out that post about his values. That was his values that he was proclaiming in a big, harsh way. And all of that, this new moon is actually showing up here in his first house. Interesting. He definitely, oh wow, he connects to South Carolina. South Carolina, okay. I'll have to remember that. Pete in South Carolina. Oh, Petey. Pete. The Petester. Critical. I don't see anything else, but I do see that he is going to get a wake-up call with Palace with the investigation of home. Interesting. Okay, so that's going to be at a 1927. Let's look at that. When Palace gets to his palace at a 1927, I wonder what that's going to look like. Wonder what that's going to look like for us, for him. 1927. It's going to be tomorrow, maybe? Oh, it's going to be right before Oh, shit. This is it right here. This is it. This is going back to Utah. I'm sorry, but I mean, we're back here. We're back at the same time that I was looking at. That is not good. It's not good. Not good. Not good, guys. Not good. That 457 that he has is then going to go to the 458. There's the 5. Okay. It's going to start right here with him. Right here. The war that has already been proclaimed. This is Saturday afternoon. There is an opposition with the FBI. We're having major problems with the CIA, with the intelligence, with the Secret Service. Is that Kentucky? The fate here, it's where we've been before with the health of Utah. And there is Mr. Nasty ass, Epstein. There he is. Utah and him. I mean, it's Utah and him. Utah, him, and Charlie Kirk. Utah, but we're learning some things here. I want to say that's in Kentucky. It could be somewhere else. Damn it. I don't remember. Okay, so it's going to hit Pete first, and then it's going to go to China and Israel. Well, they're leaders anyway. Right there. Then the sun is going to shine. The sun is about to shine on Dan Bongino. Then the sun is going to shine on Egypt. They're in the relationship house. And look at that. Guys, when this happens tomorrow, when that dark moon comes to a 0-0 in Sag, that's as bad as it coming into a 29-0-0. There's going to be new things. She's moving forward. She's not in the past. She's not talking about or reflecting on things of the past. She's dark. She's moving forward. And that Sag energy is about the Supreme Court. It could be the radio waves. I mean, it could be. It could be the radio waves like I'm talking to you on now. But this reminds me of another Charlie Kirk incident. I don't know, man. This is not good. Not good, guys. Not good. We see that the sun is shining. It's critical on a relationship, the values, all the warring that's going on with the authority, with the responsibility of the government, and these relationships. These relationships. God dang, man. This is Saturday afternoon. And it's going to shake. What it's going to do is it's going to shake China and Netanyahu up. It's going to shake them both up. And these lunar nodes are going straight into Utah. This could be about the church. We could be seeing things at a church. We could be seeing things at a parade. We could be seeing a mass shooting. I hate to say it. But we could see something really, really bad tomorrow. So y'all stay aware. Stay aware, honey. Stay aware. When it comes to the cases that I've been looking at, like with these babies, be a beachfront avenue, huh? Oh, Vanilla Ice. Beachfront Avenue. the Mercury. Okay, so we still haven't. Okay, so we should see a presser. There's a shakeup with Netanyahu right now with relationships, with groups. There is definitely an investigation. Guys, this is again, this is for me, it's going back to it's going back to what could come with that information that Candace put out yesterday, with what I covered today. And I feel like there's so much distraction with it all. Interesting. 1718 now it went from Vladimir to 1718. Where's Utah? Let's go back up. Department of Justice. Let's look at no, not Department of Justice. I could look at Department of Defense. CIA. There we are. There we are. Here we go. Here we go. CIA. I knew I saw this. I'm looking at Kentucky too. There's a Kentucky vibe with a justice right here. What's going on in Kentucky? What is going on? So much to see. And so Kentucky and the CIA have a connection, a big connection, mind you. You hope Vanilla Ice has nothing to do with this. Vanilla Ice? My gosh. Here we go. Here we go. Their moon and their values with the CIA. That's right, guys. That's right, CIA, because you know what? There's so much more than just y'all on the face of this earth. I mean, people would be seeing you guys. Damn, 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 damn. The moon, we're reflecting on the values of that dude Mitch. I bet you anything. And Jupiter is going to come back. The CIA is, look at that. They're learning things. Oh my gosh. There's the values of Trump. There's North Carolina. What am I seeing? The CIA. Massachusetts. Massachusetts and the CIA. Wake up call for you. Netanyahu. Nettie. Or 30. You see that 2642? That's where the relationship with Erica Kirk weighs them down with her values. Her values with that 2642, let's look at that. 2642 with the 7th house with the CIA. It is a 26. TBI has that. So does no. No, 2642. Maybe I'm wrong. 2642, let's go back. look back. I'm gonna start looking at all these people because I want to see the CIA show up. Because I've been seeing that a lot and now I'm picking up on it. So the weight with the courts, with the foreign agents, with the warring, with children, with publicity, the relationship with him weighs them down, weighs them down when it comes to his religious rhetoric. And we are going back to Massachusetts. There's a Massachusetts connection here with him and the CIA, the 2642, Erica. I know I saw that in her chart. I want to look at Jeannie Johnson, Miss CIA herself. There's her values right there with relationships and partnerships. She's always having a reigniting of a flame with her boo-boo, Nettie. Her boo-boo. All right. And she could be born at another time. Hell, I don't know what time she's born. But it's just that energy that I'm seeing with her, with the CIA. Let me look at Jeannie Johnson. Jeannie. And the transits right now. Let's just look at her with the transits right now. Her lunar nodes. Love it. Love it. Love it. Her lunar nodes are a 29. I mean, a 1234. It's in the 12s. We haven't even gotten there yet. Where you been, honey? We already know where you been. We already know all about you. The dark moon has already come over her Jupiter, the things that she learns. Oh, yeah. Jeannie. Jeannie. There's going to be a lot of warring that she's going to have, a lot of pain, a lot of fate that is coming for her. Jeannie Johnson. Miss Thing. Miss Thing. We already know because look, with the map, I'm about to pull some cards, I think. I'm over this shit. Charlie. Charlie. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is her house. This is where she lives. And she is on the Saturn line. It's her. This is her. This is where she lives. She's the Saturn that connects to Egypt. Can I say that one more time? Flip this. Jeannie Johnson, where she lives, is going this way. That's the Saturn. Limits and obstacles for Charlie with his health. And it goes all the way to Fort Meade, where the NSA in Maryland is. Do you understand? Charlie's health. I look to her, and I look to Egypt, and I look to our government and the NSA and the White House. And I go all the way out to Portugal, to Spain, actually to Portugal and to Syria. That's the square. That was the major challenge taking place with Charlie. It's awful. Hey, Julia. You've been chewing garlic. I'm not wasting my time. I've already figured it out. What are you talking about? Julia, you behind, girl. You behind. I've already figured it out. You're behind. It don't take long either. This ain't shit. This ain't shit compared to looking for missing kids. This is a lot easier, I can promise you that. A lot easier. They're all corrupt. They're all in bed with one another. And if we take a look at the corruption that goes on in our local towns like Sumner County, Hawkins County, Davidson County, Dixon, it's everywhere. There's corruption everywhere. And these people connect to the bigger ones. They connect to the bigger ones. I mean, it's just like crazy, dude. It's crazy just how much that these big players connect to the smaller players. And these smaller players want to be these big players, so they're just in bed together, just, shaking each other's hands, just like Craddock. Look at him. The United States of America gets slowed down by his duty to look for one missing kid. And he can't do it. He's crooked as hell. Mr. Snuggle Struggle. He's crooked as hell. Absolutely. Oh, I know. It's okay, Julia. I'm not taking it. Yeah. It's all is good in the hood. All is good. And they are on the payroll. Exactly. Exactly. All on the payroll, honey. So what's going on, guys? What's going on? I mean, I've covered all the stuff that's going on today and then some. We saw the war coming. I mean, it's gonna be a lot more intense tomorrow. Don't worry. It's by the time we wake up in the morning, it's going to be more intense. And tomorrow, I know that we all have some things that we need to do to get prepared for Christmas. Be vigilant. If you own, carry, especially if we're going to be in groups. Carry. Give them all hell, Jen. I'm saying. I mean, Snuggle Struggle is he's a major problem. So let me just tell you some of the things that before I get into, if anybody wants, I think I want to work on a deck. I want to do some shamanic healing tonight because it's been pretty intense. It's going to get more intense this weekend. So if anybody wants a shamanic healing card, come on with it. Let me know. I'm going to do one deck, this one, and it's an oracle. It's an oracle deck. You don't have to pay me anything. If you want to, that's fine. That's fine. Do the Cash App, do a little, super sticker for $1 or $2, something like that. That's fine. If you don't have any money, don't send nothing. Just tell me you want a card. It's all good. It's all good. We're going to exchange some energy here, and it's going to be some good stuff. Okay. Let me see what I can, hold on. Okay. Um, oh, you're getting over pneumonia. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. So the things with Sebastian, I did see, and I sent it to Seth, the picture of Sebastian, allegedly somebody that looks like him. That one is a no for me. That one is a no for me. I mean, he's not my son, but that one's a no for me. That one's a no for me. This one is a maybe. That one's a maybe. The jaw, the face, The body, it's not really looking like it could be him, but this looks like it could be him. Definitely dressed more gangsta in Nova Scotia. I did get a text too, and it says, I'm going to read it to you guys about Sebastian. Clip this. And this is a Facebook comment a week ago. This child haunts me as I believe I saw him October 2024. It's December 2025, guys. It's a little too late to tell us about that. In Miamisburg, Ohio, I reached out to authorities, but there were 5 men with 2 little sad boys. He's not a little boy. I did show the photo, and it's going around too. Yeah, it's going around. Dolly showed it. A lot of people are showing it. It's in Nova Scotia. Okay, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, I showed the photos. There were 5 men with 2 little sad boys. I looked right at this child. He was tall and thin. It upset our whole day, wondering why these men, seemingly Christian, had these boys. I regret not calling the police for a welfare check on the kids at the moment. Is this a possibility? Could he be alive? So that was from a woman a week ago. Miamisburg, Ohio. So let me look at that on the map real quick. Hold on. Let me make sure I put it on there on Sebastian's map. I think I did. Sebastian. Miamisburg. Ohio. Dang, that's right. That's where he wars with the flame of life. Okay, from his home. Hold on. I know y'all can't see it. I just want to make sure that I've got it on here before I forget. It's from his home. Here's Texas Roadhouse. Well, let's see. Oh, that's high school. Oh. Don't know where that would be at. There's Ohio. Okay. Natal dark moon. That's with, okay, so his dark moon, it goes to the FBI. The dark moon is a connection with the FBI. So that's his dark moon, and it's trining Vesta in the 5th house. Well, there you go. So that's, I mean, it's showing up. Of course, Ohio does. I mean, then I also have someone saying that they think that Chris and Katie may have moved to Arizona. So I'd like to know if any of you, our little group here, if you happen to hear that Chris and Katie moved to Arizona, please let me know. Please let me know. Because it's very important. We have a lot of things going on this weekend, a lot of things going on in Arizona this weekend. He's showing up this weekend, and I don't know if it's with Arizona. So, keeping my eye out for that. Definitely keeping my eye out this weekend for any more things that are going to come up with Sebastian. But it's been a constant. It's just been a constant. People texting me with things like that. Right. Right. I heard that. I'm glad that you're doing better. I mean, god dang. Yeah, take care of that for sure. Well, if nobody wants a card, I'm gonna jump off of here, If you do want a card, just let me know. I'll give y'all, another minute or so. Give you another minute to let me know what you think. If y'all want a card. Looks like more major clues discovered in the cemetery footage. Mob crew, okay. We're just going to stay in the cemetery, it looks like. We're going to stay in the cemetery with lights. Operation Hawkeye Strike. Huh. So that's what we got going on now. Operation. I'm thinking that they're going to give a presser here in a few. I'm thinking that they're going to give a presser. All right. His ass says, sure. Okay, girl, I got you. Sure. Let me give you some, let's break it here. Let's get some vibes going down. I don't know what we're going to eat for dinner tonight. What are y'all having? What are y'all going to have tonight? Okay. His eyes. Abundance. We need some abundance going on here. Some abundance. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. Abundance. Number 13, the abundance card. And this oracle with the abundance card. Abundance takes on many forms: material possessions, friendships, excellent health, emotional stability, unique experiences. But when you lock yourself into a narrow view on what defines abundance, you lose out on the whole picture of what it could mean. Open up to as many forms of wealth and abundance that are possible and watch your blessings multiply. Always remember that focusing on what you do not have is a surefire way to feed the energy and make that your truth. Every day, watch for signs of abundance from the universe. Acknowledge and be thankful, thus encouraging the continued flow of energy. Remember, the universe will always provide you with what you need. I love it. And thank you for becoming a member. I love it. Yay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you so much. Oh, I love it. Thank you for becoming a watcher, babe. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Julia wants a card. She says, just surprise me. Surprise me. Okay. Let me do this shamanic. Give you a card with a shamanic healing. Okay. Talking about my daughter. Okay. And I'm stressed out about it, but I can't be stressing. Okay, Julia, here we go, girl. Let's get into some good juju, honey. Self-love. Self-love, Julia. Getting over that pneumonia. Self-love. 41. 41. 41. It says, this is your oracle. We always try to think so highly of the ones we love. We even give strangers the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes to self-love, many of us fall woefully short. To love oneself is to accept imperfection, embrace learning, and battle through the all-consuming fires of self-doubt in order to find the energetic balance inside each of us. Be aware of the small, insidious voice that perhaps repeats the negative self-assessment you had as a child. Maybe an ex-lover or friend put a label on you that you've accepted. These self-judgments have no place in a whole, healthy relationship that is vital to have with yourself. It's only when you find your love for yourself that you can sincerely offer love to others. Love it. So I hope you like that. Turkey burger, that's what you're having for dinner. Lots of garlic and onions. God, that sounds great. I got you, honey. I gotcha. Gotcha. Just read your uh um gosh. I keep I keep spelling the wrong word. Damn it. Dang. Oh, here you go, girl. Hey, Meg. Meg. This is the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. There we go. Ooh, Ancient Wisdom. Ancient Wisdom number 34. Ancient Wisdom. Ancient Wisdom. Let's see what you got going on here with this oracle. Nature is the perfect place to center yourself and ground out any excessive noise in your head. In nature, all the secrets of the universe are held, from the fiercest energy of a raging sea in a storm to the nurturing and loving energy of a 100-year-old grove of trees. I love that, especially those high winds with all those trees. Anyway, get out in nature and listen to what she has to tell you. There is much to learn from nature. Trees just want to be trees. They are not trying to be boulders. Deers are just deer. They accept that. Wolves are wolves. They know no other way. They do not try to get an extreme makeover to become a bear. This energy vibration can be so different than the human experience. It's pure love, non judgment, and acceptance. When you tap into the ancient wisdom of the natural world, you find peace within yourself. You get to know thyself. By drawing this card, you are being asked to come to peace with who you are and what you have to offer any situation. So I hope you like that. Hey, Mama Marissa. All you mad rocks day after day. Everything you do is much appreciated. Yes, bring on the members. I love it. Welcome, welcome. You live in Arizona. Well, I think that we might need to pull that chart. Remind me here in a few. We'll pull the chart of Arizona because I think that we need to look at that with tomorrow. To help transcend the bullshit. Yes, join in. Join us. Become a watcher with us. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we love our chickens. We love them. They get out tomorrow. They get out. They get out tomorrow. So if nobody else, let's look at the transits. I mean, not the transits. Let's look at, well, yeah, I mean, let's look at it with Arizona because I think we need to look at that. I think we may need to do that. Just 1 second. And share the whole screen with you guys. We're going to look, see what's going on here. Because there's Arizona. Okay. We got some issues going on here. And I am totally wondering. All right. That's what it was. I saw that. It's Arizona. Okay. Now I got to try to remember where the hell I saw that. 254. It was with Arizona. Let me go back. Where did I see that at? It was rising with it. Just like Arizona. Where did I see that at? There it is. This is it. Okay, so this is it. December 20th, 2:47 p.m. That's when I was seeing it. Okay, December 20th, 2:47 p.m. I hope that this isn't anything big. This is Nashville time, so it could be a different time. Right, it's gonna be Arizona. Let's go back to Arizona. Because I wanted to look at this anyway, so I'm glad that you said that. Okay. All right, let me make sure that y'all are with me, that y'all can see this, because I don't have my phone pulled up. Okay, yeah, y'all were seeing it. DOJ, how trustworthy is Pete? Well, I mean, we're definitely, I mean, I've already looked at his chart. It's major. We're gonna see. I mean, I knew that the war was gonna start today, and it's gonna get even more intense tomorrow. Even more intense, major intensity for the United States tomorrow, okay? All the way around. This isn't just going to be about one specific thing, okay? This is gonna be about a lot. It's gonna be very intense for the United States. Very intense. Okay, so there's Arizona right now. There's about to be a wake-up call with the values, with the foreign agents. That's happening right now in Arizona with groups. This could be about a business. This could be at a business. This could be at that convention. Oh, God. Does she have that? There's a justice. There's a justice with the past. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let's look. Hold on. I know I keep saying that, but it's only because I'm feeling stressed. I'm not stressed out. I'm feeling anxiety looking at that chart, because I know that Erica, let's go back to Arizona, and then I'm gonna look at the next day or so. Hold on. God dang, man, that's crazy. Let me take me off too. And what do you mean, what war? Girl, where you been? Have you not? Okay, so we're at war with Syria right now. Yes, there's a big energy that's been going on. Big energy for the weekend. Remember last weekend, I said that it's not gonna be, it's gonna be this weekend, the weekend before Christmas. It's here. It's here, guys. It's here. It began on the 17th for me. I was watching the 17th, or we as watchers on this channel were watching from the 17th through the 21st. And let me take a bathroom break real quick, and then I'll be right back. Hold on. Hold on just a second, because this is we need to talk about this. We need to talk about what's going on here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh man, y'all. You gotta take your time being. Oh yeah, we're definitely protected. Definitely. We're always protected. Um, yeah, we're at this is just a big time period that we're in. Okay. So no matter what time Erica is born, she has a 1447 and it's about the home. It's about her home in Arizona. Okay. Lots of emotions there. She has the physician with enlightenment with the government of Arizona. Okay. She has enlightenment with the physician from the government of Arizona. But look, this is where she is connecting with things of the past, with warring, with money, and it's rising at a 254 in Arizona. So no matter what time she's born, she connects there in Cancer and she connects here. Well, it's during the period of time with the planning of her husband's slain, awful death that she was connecting here. There was limits and obstacles with justice, with religion, with foreign agents, with her in Arizona, with the planning of her husband's unaliving. And I hope that one day all that truth is going to come out. I hope one day that all of that is going to come out, and I hope it comes out soon. I don't think that anybody should be able to get away with anything like that. That's her connection with Arizona. Now, let's look at this now. Let's look at Arizona and the transits. Actually, I just want to see actually, I just want to see this because I don't she has no idea that she can be taken out just like her husband could. She's not invincible. And I'm wondering if she's about to learn that. So, when we look at the 20th, because that's coming, is that gonna be tomorrow? Is that what time I said? Okay, if that's it, then let's go to Arizona. 'Cause damn, that's what it is. I looked at every state, but I was looking for a foreign country, not Arizona. But that should have been the one I was looking at. Okay. She's just not there's something not right here, guys. There's not something not right here. I mean, she's connected to that government and she gets enlightenment from them. So tomorrow, while Utah is carrying the fate, it's actually this chart, and I didn't even mean to, is rising at the same degree that Arizona is rising at. And it has to do with conversations, communications with two people. There's two. So, what I want to do is I want to see if any of the inside chart is connecting to the Arizona chart. If not, I'm going to be bouncing and I'm going to bounce into the chart of Utah because something is happening tomorrow. Yeah. You know, her saying last night, my husband's assassination. Why not say when we lost Charlie? or when I lost him. That show was weird with her turning pageant queen performance. Yeah. Either she is good at fronting, raised in the pageantry, religious thump, and can hold the face. But why would you? She's Algol. Don't care if her chart shows Algol or not. She's an owl. she's an she's an AI. She's an Algol. I really seriously hope and pray that she is not. That she didn't know. And if she does know, I hope that there's justice. The state of Arizona is in an opposition with the United States, okay? Arizona and the United States, when it comes to church, when it comes to courts, when it comes to religion, there is a Pluto. That death involved 2 people. It involved 2 people. In fact, what is happening right now is here in the 3rd house, there is a lot of attention on the home of Arizona. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So Jeffrey Epstein, okay, right? Jeffrey Epstein in Arizona. Jeffrey Epstein's Saturn, there's limits and obstacles with Arizona, with him, with the communications with, probably somebody in the government, maybe. There is going to be an opposition. There's going to be a justice that is going to come into an opposition with the values of Arizona tomorrow. (1736) in Capricorn. This is in the 8th house of death. We are reflecting here in the 8th house. The moon is now in Capricorn. The moon is going to come over their moon. And it's where the government don't give a shit. There's going to be a shakeup. There's a shakeup with groups, with the health. Damn. Hi, baby. How you doing? How you doing, cutie? What are you getting us? Mexican? All right, be careful. He's going to get us Mexican. Oh, lordy, lordy. Okay, so that morning, there's going to be what, honey? Oh, yeah, turn the lights on. Sorry. Look at that. So the dark moon, in just 5 hours. So 5, 6, 7 hours, maybe 6 or 7 o'clock that morning, the dark moon is going to come here. Like right on it. And then, well, it's already in opposition. Look at that. Arizona. There's already an opposition with their values and the government's money. The things that the money is all about those values and the money, Arizona. And you're opposing the United States. There's an opposition here. Hygeia is about to come here. I'm just trying to work this out. Hold on. And then we're going to have a relationship. A relationship. Where's that? Where's that? Right here. There's going to be a wisdom of a relationship. I think something's going to go down, guys. I'm sorry, but I do. I do, man. I'm wondering if something's about to be going down in Arizona tomorrow. Lord. So when you ask about Arizona, are you still in here, Meg? The Secret Service is going to be having problems from the past. Problems from the past with the Secret Service, who is tied in to Utah and Arizona. I'm telling you. And there's this relationship that's inside that TPUSA. Who's going to be there tomorrow? Who is going to be there tomorrow? Who will be speaking there tomorrow, I wonder? I wonder. And the dark moon, that's the same time that it's acting as a point. There's going to be a shakeup with groups. North Node and Utah. Utah and Arizona. Yeah, but this isn't about, I don't think that this is about no Area 51. TPUSA is putting on a whole weekend. They're this is about religion. Sag is, of course, it's about the courts, it's about the judges, it's about the quick movement of fire, the firearm, a bomb, things of that nature. But look, it's also about religion. And my dark moon that sits in the 7th house of relationships in Sagittarius is all about religion. And it goes to Massachusetts and Virginia. And when my dark moon was in transit, that's when dude was taken out in Massachusetts. I mean, I ain't even kidding. By then, the Hygeia is going to be at a justice with Charlie in the 2nd house of relationships and partnerships. Wow. Wow, wow. And the sun is going to be shining on Dan Bongino. Wow. There's a relationship that's going to be involved with the courts in Arizona or with this, whatever is happening. The 3rd house of communications, there's that 1953 that I've been seeing. Where did I see that at? I can't. Not while I'm on here to keep going back and forth, but Mercury is going to come to their 1210. Mercury is going to come and expand. There's an expansion. Is it a plane? There's something. Pastor, who is going to be there? Who is going to be speaking tomorrow? There's a breakup. There's a breakup with the ascendant of Arizona. That's another country. Who is that? It's a breakup. Mercury, their Mercury is a 1206 with that 1953, and it's coming to oppose, not to oppose, but it's coming to, there's media attention on the group, the religious group, or a demonstration, perhaps. And that 1206 is exactly where Mercury is coming to make contact with that degree. And honey, Saturn is on its way. It's just on its way to bring a lot of discord with the way that they bring in money. It's gonna whatever is going on tomorrow is gonna shake Netanyahu up. Like, this isn't just there's gonna be something that's going to be announced or something's gonna happen. They're gonna learn, and then whatever they learn is going to be expanded. And Jupiter is mythology. This is a doctor. This is a, this is it the Pope? I mean, what the hell is going on? Who is gonna be the speaker tomorrow? And then it's going to somebody's gonna be investigated. Gonna come and shake things up in the government. There's gonna be an investigation with how they're bringing in money. Who would be doing this investigation? Who would really be doing this investigation for real? This is coming back to Doge. This is coming back to Doge. It's coming back. No, this is not Atlas. No, 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 no. I've already told you. This is definitely about TPUSA, Charlie Kirk, Arizona, Utah. That's what happened. There's something here. Telling you, man. Am I drinking something? Was that a hiccup? No. I could have been scratching my arm or something. Speaking of that, happy new moon, right? Officially 8 minutes ago. Yep. Urchin says 2824. Disclosure, nuclear ideas. No, they done took him out. Oh, maybe that's what he was gonna do. Yeah, he was definitely going to be yeah, he got taken out like a he ain't is not. Now the Atlas did. It did come close today. Could we see a major earthquake? I mean, sure. Anything like that is definitely possible. Anything like that is definitely possible. But with all of the I see Doge coming into uh that audit that Charlie wanted. That audit, I wonder if the audit was done. I wonder if that audit is somebody what? God dang it, man. I'm too nosy for this. Let me go back and look at Doge. Let me go back. Hold on. Who am I thinking about? Department of Justice. It's the Department of Justice. It's going to have something to do with the Department of Justice. This is a justice thing, and I don't know that it's not going to involve any type of crazy shit before it actually. This is a justice, Department of Justice. I don't even know what to pull up now. Damn. Somebody gonna sue the DOJ? What? There's so much intensity surrounding the law tomorrow. Cops, agencies, the government, military. There's so much surrounding all of that right now. Okay, let me figure out what I was doing here. Department of Justice. No, it's the Department of Justice. Well, they're going to be weighed down. So somebody's looks like somebody's going to. Department of Justice. Turning Point Youth Conference in Phoenix. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. D Green. I think that we're gonna see some intensity tomorrow. Okay, and it's going to have everything to do with the law and the justice. No doubt about it. but it's going to shake groups up. China's being shaken up, or was it Russia? Netanyahu's going to be shaken up with a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy at this time in Arizona and Utah. I see Sebastian in this too. There's a lot of energy with Sebastian tomorrow and Chris's truck, Chris's vehicle, Chris's work, a relationship with Sebastian. And I always hope that some kind of stupid, crazy shit's going to go down and that's how he's going to be found. Okay, so the weight is coming to the Department of Justice, their ascendant. Okay. That's what I see. Oh, yeah. So that's what it is. I mean, that's gonna be a part of it. There's that damn 2411 I was looking for. That's what it is. So the Department of Justice, get this. Earlier today, a long time ago, I was looking for this 2411 because it connects to the United States Mercury in the 8th house of Cancer. And it also connects to the Jupiter in Libra of Charlie Kirk. So the conversations should definitely be about Charlie. And I think that Charlie knew a whole lot more. And I just wonder, did he say who did he talk to? Who would he have confided in? Because whoever he confided in is a no-go. The Department of Justice is tied in with Obama, tied in with Egypt, tied in with foreign affairs. And this is it. The Department of Justice, that foreign affair with the courts, well, that's where they need a lot of work. They need a lot of work done when it comes to the courts. They need to be rebirthed. This organization, they need a major rebirthing. And the dark moon has just went over during all of this mayhem since the 17th, has just went over them, and they've got a lot of crooks. They got people inside there, judges, treasurers. I don't even know like what all we're really looking at here. But there's a lot of corruption that goes all the way up to Supreme Court. Yeah, they need a complete redo, rebirth. But I see Charlie in this too. I see his justice, his divine justice with Astria and Pisces. I see that at the 106 degree, and that's about the health and the values and home. You know, we're getting energy here with values and communications, and it's already at a critical 2913. So, you know, there's going to be information that's coming in. This is going to be about Epstein tomorrow. There's definitely things about Epstein and possible, you know, wanting to hold the Department of Justice accountable. It's going to be a lot of disordered aggression with them, Maryland, with the FBI. Like it's all coming to a head. It's all converging tomorrow. It's all coming to a head. It's very intense tomorrow, guys. I wonder what Trump's looking like right here. Let's look at him. Let's see what the hell's going on with him tomorrow. You want to see some bad you want to see some bad stuff happen, just follow his chart. Him and Elon. Let's do tomorrow at that time. Well, the dark moon will have just come over his ascendant. Shit, it's probably at it right now. It's probably at it right now because the way that he needs attention so bad and he's talking in such a way, the darkness is definitely coming upon him. He's not looking good in the public eye. He thinks that he is, but he's really not looking all that great. I don't trust any of this tomorrow. But I don't see. I think that that's why I didn't stress out too bad is because it really don't look like it's a lot to do with him other than the Epstein stuff. But of course, the clock is always ticking and I could miss something very, like the 2918 here, the 11th house. This is going to be about pictures. So yeah, it could be that everybody's pissed off at the DOJ for not releasing everything and he didn't. There's nothing of him magically. There's just nothing of him. So I can see that that's where a lot of intensity will be just in the chatter. Earth gonna split. No. Maritime law switching to common law, money, technology, or entire judicial laws and systems here and there. Yep. Oh, but there is. Let's see. United States. That 12th house that they have about everything of the past, Jupiter is definitely going to make contact and expand all that and everybody with it. I don't really see or anything else is gonna come about, but it's basically already come over him. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. That's about all I have for today, and we're just gonna be watching, We're gonna watch. We're gonna see how this pans out tomorrow. See how it pans out. The 17th or the 20th. That's what I'm watching, and here we are. How about them cards? Well, I mean, I don't think that anybody is really wanting to pull a card. There's really not a whole lot of us in here. You too, Jill. You too, honey. I hope y'all have a good night. I do, I do. How about them cards? I'll be back on in the morning, I'm sure. And if, at some point in time tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be back on, especially to look at that time and just watch it with you guys, maybe. Maybe we'll just watch it together, that time period, see what's up. That way we can break the news as we watch it. Because that's fun. That's really fun to do. It is a lot. It is a lot, girl. Good night. Good night. Oh, I love you, Shauna. Thank you. Thank you, girl. And then take a break, right? But yeah, I'll be back on in the morning. I appreciate you guys for hanging out for, all this for almost 4 hours. Like, this is ridiculous. I only wanted to be on here an hour, and look at me. I'm still freaking here. Oh my God. All right, honey. I sure will. Love you guys. Peace out.